Welcome to Think Beyond Success Online English. My name is Aisha. I am your English coach. In today's lesson, we are going to learn 30 most commonly made mistakes in English. 30 common mistakes in English that we are going to master. By the end of this class, you will master English grammar, few English sentence, what generally people usually make mistakes, and why it is essential. It is essential because people generally do not communicate in English, do not speak in English, because they are afraid of making mistakes. And when you master these mistakes, general common mistakes, what people often make, most fluent English speaker also sometimes make these mistakes. So when you master this, you will be more confident and you will speak English with confidence and fluently. So let's see what are the 30 most common mistakes that English speaker make during their conversation. So let me share my screen. I hope you are able to see my screen. So common mistakes in English. So generally people say number one mistake is myself. Okay, myself Aisha. So myself is a reflexive pronoun. Okay, never say myself. Whenever you are introducing yourself to somebody, for an interviewer or somebody you are introducing, don't say myself. First of all, it is grammatically wrong, and secondly, myself shows that some authority. Like for example, you are showing yourself like you are an arrogant person. Okay, you are showing that you are somebody authoritative person. Okay, myself Aisha, that means you are superior to other. So whenever we introduce ourselves, we should sound humble. Okay, so to sound humble, we should not say myself. So instead myself, what we have to use is my name is Aisha or I am Aisha. Okay, any two you can pick out of this, but not myself. Okay, myself, somebody can use like Amitabh Bachchan. Okay, yes, he's a celebrity, he's a top-notch person, he's a top-notch actor. Okay, he holds some position, he holds some respect, but generally it is not accepted. Okay, so grammatically also it is not correct, and to sound also it doesn't look nice. Okay, people will take you wrong if you say myself. Okay, so always say my name is Aisha or I am Aisha. These two sentence, out of this anyone you can pick. Okay, the next mistake is I am belongs to Bangalore. Okay, I am belongs to Bangalore. So belong we use for some possession. Some means, like for example, this phone belongs to me. Okay, means I hold a possession. Okay, this phone belongs to me. Okay, this book belongs to me. Okay, so anything, if you hold possession, then you say belong. Okay, I am belong. First of all, this sentence is grammatically wrong, but when you say like I belong to Bangalore, I belong to Delhi, so that sentence is also not right. Instead that you could say I am from Bangalore. So this is so simple. Okay, and it looks very easy to say and it sounds very humble. Like, okay, I am from Bangalore, or I hail from Bangalore, or I have my roots in Bangalore. So anything you can use, but not I am belongs to Bangalore. Like, okay, belongs you can use for possession, like it shows the authority. Okay, belongs means possession and it shows authority. For example, this pen belongs to okay, this pen belongs to me. Okay, the property belongs to her. Okay, the phone belongs to me. So belong when you are talking about some possession or authority. Okay, the next mistake is you and me. Okay, you and me, sometimes we use you and me, sometimes we use you and I. Okay, so in which situation we use you and me, and in which situation we use you and I? People many times they wrongly use you and me and you and I. Okay, you and me, we use when the work is done by somebody else. Okay, the action is done by somebody else. At that time we use you and me. At in the end of the sentence, not in the beginning of the sentence. We will understand with the example, then you will get the clarity. For example, mom is taking you and me to the party. Here the sentence is mentioned, mom is taking you and me to the party. See, first it has not come in the beginning of the sentence. It is not like you and me are mom is taking for the party, like, okay, mom is taking you and me to the party. So you and me is not at the beginning of the sentence. It is coming in the beginning or in the mid or in the end of the sentence. Okay, you and I are going to the party. You and I we use when the action is done by you and me. Okay, so you and I are going for a long ride. Okay, you and I are doing cooking today. So you and I we generally take at the beginning of the sentence, and you and I we use when the action is done by both of us. Okay, and you and me we use in the end of the at the end of the sentence or in between the sentence, but not at the beginning of the sentence, because the action is done by somebody else. Okay, today sir scolded a lot to you and me. So here see, sir, scolding action is done by sir. Okay, and to whom sir has scolded? To you and me. So you and me has come at the end because the action is performed by sir. Okay, it is not action is performed by you and me. Okay, ma'am is calling to you and me. So what action, who is doing performing action? Ma'am is performing the action of calling. Okay, so ma'am is calling to you and me. So you and me has come at the end. Like, I hope my this explanation is clear to you. Many times what they will do is English learners, they use you and I, you and me. They confuse between you and me and you and I. Okay, and one more similar mistake is I and Raj. Okay, in previous page we learned you and me and you and I. Okay, here I and Raj and I. Which context we use this? Both are right. Okay, both are right, but it depends on the context how you are using it. Okay, I and Raj. Okay, when we use in this situation we use I and Raj, and in this situation we use Raj and I. Okay, so Raj and I, according to the situation, when we give some compliment, when we give some credit, okay, when we praise somebody, okay, so at that time we use the other person name first. We take the other person name first. For example, Raj and I has been awarded. Okay, Raj and I received an award. Okay, Raj and I completed this project, because I'm giving first preference to Raj because it is the credit is given. Okay, here the reward is given. Okay, so it is a manners. Actually, it is an Indian manners that we generally something before we take anything, before we take tea, coffee, we offer to our guest. Okay, it is not that first we take and then we offer to guest. Okay, similarly, when we are receiving some credit, okay, when we are receiving some compliment, first we give it to other, then we take. Okay, Raj and I completed this project. It is not I and Raj completed this project. Okay, so first preference we will give it to the other person, then we call it our name. I hope my this explanation is clear to you. Now we will see which other context we use I and Raj. I and Raj also we can use, but in different context. Here, like I and Raj, when we do some mistake, okay, when some mistake is done by both of us, in that situation I don't say it is Raj and I did this mistake. Okay, so it is again, it comes to manners, like, okay, it is out of manner we are taking my name first. Okay, because the mistake is done here, we are not receiving the compliment, here we are receiving the scolding. Okay, so I can't bring Raj in front, so I keep myself first, because the mistake I am proving that the first mistake is done by me and then followed by Raj. Okay, so for example, here I and Raj broke the car glass. Okay, so I am taking my name first, and then I am taking Raj name. I and Raj broke the car glass. I and Raj spoiled the painting. So if anything wrong done, if anything mistake happens, at that time you take the other person name later, you take your name first. Okay, if any credit is being given, any compliment is being given, you take other person name first and then you take your name. I hope my this explanation is very clear to you. This is a very minute mistake, but people are really unaware of this. Now let's move to the next mistake. I am agree with you. Sometimes for some reason, for something, we generally means I heard many of my students using this. I am agree with you. So I am agree is wrong. I agree with you. Whenever we are using am is are, okay, am is are helping verb, ing form will come. Okay, I am agreeing with you. That sentence is right. Okay. I am when you use I am and you say agree, that sentence is not wrong. Okay, that is a wrong sentence. मैं आपसे सहमत हूँ, I agree with you. I am agreeing with you. Both are right. But when you use am and you are skipping ing, that is wrong. Okay, I am agree with you, wrong. I agree with you, right. I am agreeing with you is also right. Okay, and when we are not agree with somebody, what we'll say? I am not agree with you. Okay, I am not agree with you. Instead of I am not agree with you, you have to use I don't agree with you. Okay, when you're using in negative also, I am not agree with you is wrong. I am not agreeing with you. Okay, instead of simply you could say I agree with you, I do not agree with you. Okay, this is so simple. Don't fall in that complex thing, sentence structure and all. I am agree, I am not agree. So I agree with you, I do not agree with you. So simple it is. The next mistake is whenever you want to say like okay, ये तो आप पर निर्भर करता है. Okay, we say we tell it in English. It's depend on you. Okay, it's depend. It's it apostrophe s. It means it is. Okay, it is depend on you. So this is grammatically wrong sentence. It is not. It is depend on you. The right sentence is it depends on you. It depends on you. So you have to make a habit. Overnight nothing will happen. Slowly, steadily, gradually you have to like bring it to your day-to-day conversation that it's depend on you is wrong, it depends on you is a right sentence. So you have to make this as a part of your conversation. You have to memorize it. Okay, it depends on you is a right sentence, it is depend on you is a wrong sentence. According to me, generally during our conversation we'll say ना, मतलब मेरे अनुसार मीन्स मेरी फीलिंग ऐसी है कि तो according to me. Okay, we say this according to me. According to me is a wrong English. Okay, according to me, according we use for like kind of some proof. Okay, some according to some research you could say, according to data you could say, or according to her you could say, but not according to me. Okay, according means you are giving proof. Okay, for example, when somebody does a mistake, okay, the next person will say no, she has not done, she is proving that according to me she has not done this mistake. So somebody else can say you can't give your justification by yourself, so it can't be according to you. Okay, according to her, according to sources, according to survey, according to him is right, but according to me is grammatically wrong sentence. Okay, in my opinion, as far as I am concerned, from my point of view, you can use instead according to me. I hope this explanation is clear to you. Okay, the next mistake is I was like whenever you want to say मैं college गई थी, मैं घर गई थी, मैं hospital गई थी, like we generally say that I was go to my college. Means if you're talking about past sentence, means any past completed action, if you are telling I was go to my college. So we use past helping verb. Okay, that is was. Was and were is the past verb, past helping verb. Okay, when we are using I was, then we can't use first form of verb. Okay, we have to use ing also along with that. Okay, so I was go to my college is wrong. Instead that you have to use past simple sentence, that is verb second form. I went to my college yesterday. I went to hospital yesterday. I went to market yesterday. I went to village yesterday. So likewise, but I was go to college was wrong. I hope my this explanation is very clear to you. Okay. There are 26 alphabets in English language. Generally means I have heard many times with my from my friends, students, that there are 26 alphabets in English language. To hear this sounds very natural, this sound very correct, like, but this is not correct. Okay, so 26 alphabets there can't be. Okay, there can be 26 letters. Okay, in English there are 26 letters. Okay, and 26 letters form alphabets. Okay, in English there are 26 letters, and that letters, combination of that letters, collection of that letter is known as alphabets. Before I used to think, okay, this was a right sentence, but now I got to know that the police is a collective noun. Okay, it is not a singular noun. Okay, so when it is collective noun, it is the police are coming. You can say the police man is coming or the police officer is coming, but when it comes to police is a collective noun. Okay, so when it is collective noun, then you have to use helping verb are. Okay, the police are coming, not police is coming. Next mistake is please return my money back. See, just go through this sentence, how this sentence look very correct. Okay, to hear also it sound okay. Okay, please return my money back. Generally we say this. Okay, please return my money back. But see, return, what is return? What is return? Return means to give it back. Okay, return means to give it back. Why adding to back? Okay, return means back. Okay, please back my money back. Okay, return means also back, no? So please back my money back. See how odd it is looking. So use please return my money. Okay, don't say back again. Don't add back again. Nothing is more better than this. Okay, nothing is more better. See what is wrong in this sentence. Try to find out, friends. Nothing is more better. Okay, the word better is a comparative degree. Okay, the positive degree is good, the comparative degree is better, and the superlative degree is best. Good, better, best. Okay, so when we are comparing two things, the better comparative degree is absolutely right. But when we are using more better, there is no word like more better. Okay, nothing is better than this. Okay, why we are using not more better? Because the positive degree is good, the comparative degree is better, and the superlative degree is best. Good, better, best. When we are comparing two things, better is the right word, not more better. It was a blunder mistake. Okay, so why this sentence is wrong? Friends, blunder is, the word blunder means mistake. Okay, and once again we are saying mistake. Mistake. It was a mistake. Blunder also means mistake, and mistake means also mistake. Okay, so why two mistake? Only one mistake is okay. It was a mistake. It's okay. It was a blunder. It's okay, but not it was a blunder mistake. Okay. Whose pen is this? Whose pen is this? See what is wrong in this sentence. Okay, what is wrong in this sentence? WHO apostrophe S. Whose pen is this? Okay, whose pen is this? WHO apostrophe S. What it shows like who is? Okay, who is? It is not whose pen is this? Okay, we can't say no. So WHOSE. Whose pen is this? So it is a writing error. So when you say, generally it sounds whose pen is this, but when you write many times this writing mistakes happen. Okay, WHO apostrophe S we use instead of WHOSE. Okay, whose mistake is this? The next mistake is, could you repeat that song again? Okay, what is wrong in this sentence? When we listen this sentence, it sound okay, nothing wrong in this sentence, but the mistake is like, could you repeat that song? Repeat means once again. Okay, could you repeat that song? That's enough. Okay, could you repeat that mistake? That is wrong. Okay, could you repeat that song? That's enough. Not again, once again, don't add again. He is my cousin brother. Friends, very common mistake, very common mistake. He is my cousin brother. What's wrong in this sentence? See, we use cousin to say either he means a relation. Okay, a relation, cousin brother. It can be cousin sister. It can be, okay. When you're using he is a pronoun. Okay, he is a pronoun which we use for a boy. Okay, and here he, when we are telling, again why we are adding brother? He is my cousin. When you are telling he in the beginning, so no need to add brother again. That is obviously understood that you're talking about a boy. Okay, when you're talking about a girl, okay, if you're introducing somebody to a girl, she is my cousin. Okay, when you tell she is my cousin, that's enough. She is my cousin's sister. When you say sister, initially you have added she. Okay, now once again you're telling sister, that is wrong. Okay, she is my cousin, he is my cousin. Okay, when you're telling he is my cousin, that is obviously understood that he is your cousin brother. Okay, she is your cousin sister, but no need to say he is my cousin brother, she is my cousin sister. I hope this point is clear to you. Okay, she went to Bombay 1 year before. Okay, what is wrong in this sentence? She went to Bombay 1 year before. The wrong in this mistake, the mistake in this sentence is the word before. Okay, we use before when we have something further to say. Okay, means I went before her. Okay, so likewise when there is furthermore the sentence is there, like at that time we can say before. Okay, otherwise if you want to just talk about past, ago. Okay, don't use before, instead before you could use ago. She went to Bombay 1 year ago. Ago is to talk about past time. Okay, before we use generally when we want to say that something is followed by after before. Okay, some other thing, some point should come after that. Okay, before we use when we are talking about some point. For example, she went to Bombay 1 year before I went to Bombay. That means I went to Bombay, then before me she went to Bombay. Okay, so this sentence goes like this. But when we say, when we want to talk about past, we generally add ago. Okay, everybody are happy. What's wrong in this sentence, friends? Please try to find out. Comment and let me know what's wrong in this sentence. I'm asking so many mistakes and I'm myself answering, so I just want to test your knowledge as well. Like, everybody are happy. Okay, everybody is not a plural subject, it is a singular subject. Okay, everybody, somebody, okay, someone, all these are singular subject. We can't add are. Okay, are is plural helping verb. Okay, everybody is happy, not are happy. I did not met anybody. Okay, I did not met anybody in the party. Okay, so sometimes we say, no, I went to college, I did not met anybody. So did not met, what is wrong in this sentence? when we are using past simple, okay, and we are making negative sentence, did not, okay, I did not. When we are using one past helping verb, that is did not. Do not past tenses, did not, okay. When we are using one past helping verb, again one more past we can't use, okay. In one sentence two past helping verb can't come, okay. I did not meet her. The first form of verb should have to come, not the second form. Why? Because already we are converting do into did to make the sentence past sentence, okay. I did not meet her, because after did verb first form will follow, not verb second form, okay. I did not meet her yesterday. I did not meet anybody, okay, not I did not met anybody, okay. I hope this is clear to you. The next sentence is I listen music every day, okay. I listen music every day. To sound it may look normal, but it is not actually right grammatically correct sentence. Whenever we talk about music, preposition to should have to come, okay. Before music, preposition to should have to come. Listen to music, not listen music, okay. Listen to music, this is right sentence structure, okay. I listen to music. The next mistake is I am going to home. I am going to home, okay. This is wrong. I am going home. Before home, preposition won't come, okay. Before home, I am going to hospital, I am going to school, I am going here, I am going there, I am going to market, that is right, okay. To preposition is correct, but not before home. This is home is an exceptional, okay. I don't know why the rule is so, but it is the rule, okay, and you have to follow. I am going home, not I am going to home. I have visited Bombay last week, okay. I have visited Bombay last week. See, this is present perfect sentence, okay. I have visited. So when you're talking about present time, okay, any action finished, but it has some connection with present, okay. Last week is a finished time, friends. Last week is a finished time, okay. Yesterday, last week, last month, last year, everything is past time, okay. So finished time we can't add with present perfect, okay. For present perfect we have to use unfinished time. For example, today, this week, this month, this year, lifetime you can say, but not past finished time, okay. So I have visited Bombay this month, okay. So when you say this month is not yet finished, this month is not yet over, so you can use past present perfect sentence, okay. I have visited, okay. You when you use past time, finished time, simply use past simple sentence, okay. I went to Bombay last week, okay, that is okay. But when you are using I have visited, okay, but don't use past completed time, okay. Finished time don't use. I visited Bombay last week, okay. Instead of have visited, we generally normally say I visited Bombay last week. This is past simple sentence. I have been working here since 2 months. See what is wrong in this sentence? I have been working here since 2 months. The wrong here in this sentence is the preposition, okay. Since is wrong, because see 2 months is a duration, okay. 2 months is a duration. Preposition since will come when there is a point in time, okay. I have been working here since January. January is a point in time, okay. I have been working here since Monday. Monday again is a point in time, okay. I have been working here since 1992, okay. That is also point in time. When point in time comes, since preposition is okay, but when duration of time comes, then the preposition should change to for, okay. For is a preposition we used to talk about the duration of time. So what should be the right sentence? I have been working here for 2 months. 2 months is a period of time. Okay, point in time, use since. Period of time, use preposition for. Your hairs are very thin. Okay, your hairs are very long. Okay, your hairs are very thick. So what is wrong in this sentence? Here the hair. Okay, hair is a hair comes as a collective noun. Okay, hair singular hair, a single hair, one single hair is also hair. The collection of hair is also hair. We don't say here hairs. Hairs are wrong. Okay, your hair is very thin. So here our hairs also won't come and are also won't come. Your hair is very thin. My brother-in-laws are coming. Okay, what is wrong in this sentence? Brother-in-laws. Okay, so in-laws, mother-in-law, sister-in-law, father-in-law, brother-in-law. Okay, when more than one somebody is coming, you can't add s with laws. Okay, in-laws is a name for your relatives, in-laws. Okay, but brothers-in-law. Okay, brothers-in-law are coming. My sisters-in-law are coming. Okay, not brother-in-laws are coming. Okay, so the s should be along with brothers, sisters. Okay, not with laws. Okay, my brothers-in-law are coming. My sisters-in-law are coming. Okay. Raj has been absent from Monday. Many of my students use this. Okay, so Raj has been absent from Monday. So you see here preposition from. Okay, from we used to talk about two time. Okay, two time, from Monday to Saturday, from Monday to Wednesday. So two times should have to come when we use preposition from. But here we have mentioned only one time, that is starting date. Where is the end date? The end date is not mentioned. Okay, so Raj has been absent since Monday. Since when you talk about specific time, use since, not from. When you use preposition from, you have to mention two times. Okay, from Monday to till date, you can say. From Monday to Saturday, you can say, but not from Monday alone. You can't use. Okay, instead that use since. Raj has been absent since Monday. Now the next mistake is divide it between the people in the room. Okay, imagine that you have bought some fruits, some sweets, and you are asking to divide it in the class. Okay, and you can't say divide it between the people present in the room. Okay, divide it in the class. Divide it between the class. No, between we use to talk about only two people. Between we this preposition we use for two people. Okay, not with many people. More than two we can't use between. So for more than two we have to use among. Okay, if it is a group, among, divide it among the group. Okay, not between the people. Okay, between is wrong. Between is we use for two people, two group, two team. Okay, two nation, two cities. Okay, so this is between. Among we use for more than two. Okay, she is married with a doctor. Okay, she is married with a lawyer. She is married with an engineer. Okay, that is wrong. With we are not supposed to use. Okay, when two persons, two individuals are marrying, they are marrying to a doctor, to she's marrying to an engineer. Okay, to an artist. Okay, not with. Okay, when two individuals are marrying, their preposition to is used instead of with. Okay. She was boring in the class. Okay, this sentence Actually, the intention in this sentence is to say she was feeling bored in the class. Okay, she was feeling bored in the class. But here we are using was and boring. Okay, she was boring in the class. That means she was making others feel bored. Okay, the outcome of this sentence, what we get, what we understand out of this sentence is she's the one who makes other feel bored. Okay, because of something she has done in the class that others were feeling very bored. So that sense it comes like, okay, but actually what the sentence is, she was bored in the class. Okay, she was bored in the class, not she was boring in the class. Okay, she was bored in the class. One of my friend is rich. Okay, in this sentence you see one of my friend. That means out of my many friends, I have imagined that I have 10 friends, I have 20 friends. Okay, out of my 10 friends, I'm talking about one friend. Okay, one of my friend. So it can't be one of my friend because I'm talking more than one friend, and out of all the friend I'm talking about one friend. So one of my friends is rich. Means imagine that I have 10 friends. Out of my 10 friends, one friend is rich. Okay, one of my friends is rich, not one of my friend is rich. Friends, here I come to the end of this common mistake, and with this correction you may correct yourself and you will speak confidently in English, and that is the ultimate aim, ultimate goal of me and this learning platform. Friends, use this correction, correct yourself and speak fluently in English. Happy learning to all.